Okay, this is the Rathtar. It's a false link figure, creature, really, and it comes with Bala Tik. And we see this in episode 7. So it's quite a nice looking piece. It's quite hard to assemble. You've got to match up the lettered tentacles with the body ports. You get all the information in these instructions here. So that's where you have to match up all the parts. It's quite fiddly to do. You can adjust the tentacles. It's a false link toy. I can't find my false link. I don't know where it is now. You can put the figure inside the creature. And you've got more instructions in the back about how to use the false link. So that's the box it comes in. So this came around in the box around 2017, and it's still widely available in the UK. I think I got this pretty sure I got it at the Entertainer. Looks quite good though, but I mean you're really kind of scared to move it because you don't want the tentacles dropping off. It's quite nicely weathered. It's quite soft bodied. The Bala Tik figure's not bad. Basic 3.75 figure. I mean, I know that he says phrases from the movie. He's got the false link there. This is false link, first version of false link, which actually worked. The 2.0 never worked. There's the weapon he comes with. Quite nice looking. So the figure's quite nicely sculpted. The head sculpt's not bad. So he's got swivel hips, swivel shoulders, and a head that just turns. It's not on a ball joint. It's not bad. Sculpt the face. Pretty cool. Nice sculpting on the body, texturing. Simulate leather. Some nice ribbing on the legs. Black boots. Gloves. Reasonable sculpt on the weapon. Yeah, not bad figure. So, pretty cool. The Rathtar itself is quite nicely done. I don't know if I show you the box it might fall down, but we'll be careful. There's the box art. The tentacles there. Other sets you can get. There's the figure, the creature. So the figure says phrases from the movie, and the creature, this Rathtar, makes sort of swooshing noises and stuff like that. But it's a great piece. This, it looks really good, but you've got to be really careful that you don't knock the tentacles off. I mean, the body's quite pliable. Mouth's quite rubbery. I mean, you just got to be careful not to knock the tentacles off. But it does look nice. Certainly a hideous creature. In Space 1999, in the second season, they had this creature with many tentacles that would ingest people, and a skeleton would come out. I remember that vividly from the 1970s as something quite horrifying. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Not bad, really. You've got the mouth. So you can just put the figure inside. Let's do that now. The shoulders are getting in the way, but you could have him being ingested head first if you so desired. Or you can try it, close the legs up a bit. Oops, see? Some of the tentacles are coming off. So that's the main problem with this figure, creature, is that tentacles tend to come off. But there's Bala Tik. Bala's dead now. He's about to be ingested. But let's take him out, and at least I can show you how tedious and annoying this model is in terms of putting the tentacles on. 2 have come out. They are lettered, so you've got to be really careful when you handle this piece, because you don't want any more tentacles to come out. Oops. This video could just be that all the tentacles come out. So let's see what letter that is. That's an F, so we need a F, H, G. Let's see which one's this. That's a, I can hardly see what that one is. My eyesight's getting so bad. I can't even see a letter on this one. Let's see. That's a D. So E goes here. Push it in. Got to really give it a good push. And then this one goes in here. And we're gonna carefully put it down and try to move it again. Wow. It's quite gruesome, quite hideous. Trying to capture the sort of way it moves in the movie. It moves really fast and the tentacles just flare around everywhere. Sort of something Han Solo was carrying in this ship just before they find the Millennium Falcon. Looks amazing. I mean, if you're going to have this on display, you're going to have to live with the tentacles popping out from time to time. But it's not a bad piece. I mean, it's cheap in the UK. You can get for about, I think I'll pay about £6 for this. I'm sure I got it in the Entertainer. If not the Entertainer, it was I'm sure it was the Entertainer. Let's just carefully bring it a bit closer. You can see it's got these yellow blisters almost, swellings, red and black paint. Tentacles are red with this beige underside. The mouth is a bit plain. Can you see inside? Still, you wouldn't want to bump into this in some dark alley around Soho late at night. You just got to handle it with so much care. I mean, if you were a little child, this would be such a frustrating toy because it's so, you know. There's this piece here. This must be where the chip is for the, as you can see, it's a different colour for the force link. I mean, you can't really, the tentacles, they might as well have glued them down because they're not really, and you know, they have a bit of pliability. Then at least the toy would have been a bit more durable. Otherwise this is going to be quite a frustrating piece. But it's not bad. I mean, if you can get it cheap, and you still can in the UK, it might be worth something picking up. I mean, you could just super glue down the tentacles. Paint job's pretty good. Not brilliant, but not bad. Just, I do wish I had the force link just to demonstrate the noises it makes. But they're nothing spectacular. What does it say? Hasbro, Lucasfilm Limited 2016. There's the force link symbol there. Quite a bizarre toy, really. Very frustrating. I mean, the danger is you losing your temper and chucking it in the bin because it's so finicky. But it definitely looks alien, looks bizarre. Not as good as the Wampa and Luke that they did around the same time with the Darth Vader and Probe Droid set. They're much nicer. You can see the F on the tentacle there. More letters there. Not bad. Something quite hideous. Okay, so let's put the camera down. Oh, sugar. One of the blooming tentacles dropped off. So where does that goes there? So give it a good push. And there we go. Just looks like a flailing mass. Bala Tik's not a bad figure. So this is certainly not worth the full retail price. This is probably why it's still readily available in the UK and was discounted heavily in America. It's just a frustrating piece. It's just really, you know, those tentacles are gonna just pop out whenever. And I mean, once you lose a couple of them, it's gonna be quite frustrating, really. I think they should have just attached the tentacles permanently, just used a larger box. But it does look the part though. I mean, it certainly looks off-world. Not bad, really. I mean, once you got the tentacles in, I wouldn't move them around too much. I just like, it's gonna be something. Maybe you could use in a diorama, if you so chose to make an episode 7 diorama. I think most people would do the original trilogy. So yeah, but I mean, for the price, it's not too bad. It's just. For a child it will be really incredibly frustrating, and for an adult, I mean, you're just going to have it posed like that really, and probably just super glue the tentacles in just to avoid the frustration. Anyway, that's my long waffling review of the Force Link Rathtar. Quite a frustrating piece, not the best out of, they did the Wampa and Luke Hoth were the best, and the Probot and Darth Vader, they're the two you should get. Anyway, cheers, goodbye, hope you like looking at this.